Hey, what's up guys, Tactiholics here, and today we're talking about a weapon mounted light from SureFire, the new X300 Ultra. I have the light mounted up on my clear SIG 226 Tac-Ops. Some really cool things about this light that I like is just how compact the diameter is and how long it is. I actually enjoy that the light protrudes past the muzzle of this gun, and the reason for that is however unlikely of a situation it might be for a civilian using concealed carry or a home defense situation, having the extension of the flashlight out in front of the muzzle gives you the ability to push the flashlight into something, someone's chest or into a door or an object, without pushing that slide back and putting the gun out of battery. This is made to come on and off the gun very quickly. SureFire gives you a couple different mounting options. One is a little bit faster than another, but you can fit it on really any type of rail system that your handgun or rifle or shotgun will allow. The setup I have on here, pull straight down on both of these tabs. You can see if I walk it in, there's tabs on each side. Pull them down, that actuates the lock inside. So bring the gun up, pull down on the tabs, locks into place, bottoms out against the trigger guard. Pretty tight feel. So the controls are also very simple. You can push forward on the tab for a momentary on, or flip the rocking switch either direction, and that's going to be a constant on for the light source. And it's completely ambidextrous, so looking at the left side of the gun here, controls are the same way. Now we've moved on to the 229 Enhanced Elite. This is my everyday carry gun. Typically I don't carry with the X300 on the front of the gun unless I'm open carrying for work or a range day out here. But if I'm concealed carrying, generally I don't use the SureFire. Even though the Pitbull Tactical Bloodline holster does conceal this package pretty comfortably inside the waistband, I just opt to go with a little bit lower profile system and take that light off the gun, carrying a handheld flashlight on me. But looking at the 229, being that it's about a 3.8-inch barrel, the overall package of this gun is quite a bit smaller than the Tac-Ops, giving me even more of an extension out of the front, which, although it doesn't really get the job done at the end of the day, I prefer the visual aesthetics of having that pokey outy flashlight on the front. Yep. Really the only downfall that I have to talk about around the X300 isn't so much a problem with the light itself, but the particular guns that I carry. SIG is known for changing up the shape and design and the thickness of the rails on their handguns. So what happened is I wanted a light that quickly detaches from either one of my 229 or 226 handguns, and because they changed the shape of the rails, I had to file the rails of the X300. You can see these 6 Allen bolts here. You take those out, and I actually had to take a file and a piece of sandpaper and clean up the rails to the point where it would slide on each gun. Doesn't sound like that big of a deal, and a little bit of fine tuning isn't something that's out of the ordinary for certain pieces of gear, but the problem that I ran into was I started off sizing the X300 for my 229. It fit. Everything is nice and tight, it locks in place where it should, but being that the rail is slightly different from my 229 Enhanced Elite to the 226 Tac-Ops, when I put it on the Tac-Ops, the X300 has a slight bit of rattle. That's something that isn't noticeable when you're walking around, the light isn't threatening to fall off, but it is kind of annoying, so I might actually go ahead and contact SureFire, get a second set of rails, and just try the process again, a little bit more particular on how I sand them down and how I get it set up. All in all, I decided to go with the X300 from SureFire because of the design of it, the slim profile of it, and it's brighter than the light that I was previously running, which was a Streamlight TLR1. That was a very good light. no complaints there. I'm just a little bit more happy with the SureFire, and I highly recommend it, even though it does have kind of a intimidating price tag of right around $300 depending on where you find it for the X300 Ultra. But the performance of the X300 Ultra is right there. You're talking 500 lumens and almost 2 hours of continuous runtime or usable runtime on a battery life. The batteries are CR123s, so it's very easy to find batteries for, very affordable. I always keep spares in the backpack just in case the light starts to fail in performance a little bit. And SureFire's customer service department is second to none. I've had a very good experience dealing with them in the questions I had, getting the light fit up for my gun, set up for my guns. So I think it's well worth the investment. Well, thanks for watching, guys. If you use the SureFire X200, 300, 300 Ultra, or a different weapon-mounted light, be sure to leave a comment below and let us know what you think of the performance. We appreciate your subscription. Go ahead and hit that button below. Like the video, share it around, help us get the word out. We'll keep the reviews coming. We'll see you next time, because we never quit.